much happened after Kadath and I woke in the busy streets of Draftmore. We had been split from the others and somehow were missing for a few days. That was a shock, to say the least. What was more shocking was seeing a behemoth of a dragon come into the town, our friends close behind it. The beast tore into a building looking for something, or someone, and being unsuccessful in its search, it flew off, leaving evidence of someone Rook knows behind. Scattered bits of clothing and equipment left in the wake of the dragon's destruction brought us to the conclusion that Rook's ex, whom we learned is now Bishop, is being hunted by the ancient creature for some unknown reason. After all of that, Kadath, Rook, and Ziros all left to the shipyard to procure us passage to Trigus, where Kadath met his old captain, whom after hearing about Soul, God bless her, agreed to take us. Not without us putting in grueling work aboard the ship first. During the three's outing, Aria and myself went to the local inn to find a place to sleep for the evening. Unfortunately, we did not have the funds to buy the lover's suite, but fortunately, Aria's charm and good looks won the innkeep known as Diavin over. He offered to pay the remaining half for us so long as Aria agreed to date, which she did. The room itself was interesting, definitely meant for more personal things, very intimate to say the least, and poor Kadath happened to open a small drawer and was met with items he wished he hadn't seen. That gave us all a good laugh. After our exploration of the room, we all hunkered down to wait out the storm, rest, and get ourselves ready to leave at dawn. Aria returned from the date a while later, drunk and happy, taking some time to have a heart-to-heart with Kadath about the monstrous bard that tricked her and broke her heart. I was asleep not long after she returned, but something tells me Rook and Kadath also had spoke for a while that night. Here's to hoping the storm has cleared and we set sail in the morning.
Hi, everybody. I'm Corey. I'm the Diggity Dungeon Disaster DJ Master. I'm here with the party. Say hi, everybody.
YOLO!
Hello.
Hello there.
Happy Halloween.
So I'm going to do this multiple times up until till January, about midnight, the first of the year. We are starting a new podcast. It is called Night Owl FM. Check us out. It'll be out soon. We've already got the Patreon, or not the Patreon, the Podbean up. We're working on getting it stitched out to Google Play and iTunes and Spotify and all those places that you can get your podcast. So keep an eye out because promo's out there right now. If you haven't heard it, go ahead and listen to it. We're just getting geared up. So let's switch from that. Thank you guys for letting me do that kind of shout out. Let's go ahead and do intros. By the way, happy Halloween, everyone.
Woo! Best day of the year!
I think it would be amiss not to say, all right, let's go ahead and start with Scooby-Doo.
I'm not even going to try to do the Scooby voice because I won't do it long. So, hello, everybody. I'm Dust. Or Scooby. But I will be playing Ziros, the Dragonborn Barbarian Lich.
All right. Maxwell.
Hi, I'm Max Rodeo, and I'll be playing Kadath, the Great Old One's Warlock.
What are you dressed as?
I'm dressed as an MIT graduate.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go with Aria.
Hi, I'm Lily, and I'm playing Aria, our Divine Soul Sorcerer. I'm also dressed as Aria. Yay.
Yes, you are.
Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex. I am playing and am dressed as, a little bit in terms of the makeup, Rook, your paladin, half-elf, half-orc. I forgot all my words halfway through introducing myself. I am that.
And last but not least, Sierra.
Hey everybody, I am not dressed as anything today.
You
my
are
name's
valid.
Sierra, and I am playing Arum, the Glamour Bard / Druid.
We haven't left the hotel yet. It is
No.
the morning after that nice long rest. Let's say you guys plenty of good sleep, you get a full rest, recover HP, recover spells, all of that stuff. The next morning, it will be pretty dreary out, actually. The rain is still hitting pretty hard. At least on the bright side. There's no thunder and lightning, which could be both a good thing and a bad thing, right? Good thing is it's not as heavy as it was the day before. Bad thing is if there's anything in the sky, you really can't see it. So there's a toss up there, almost. But the hotel will bring up a complimentary breakfast. It will be on a cart. Everything kind of covered in cloches. Which are those little metal. For those of us who don't know what a cloche is, it's those little metal coverings that they put on food to make it fancy. They have made 3 towers of pancakes, fresh syrup. They have sugar, kind of like powdered, like it's been ground really well in the mill, off to the side, and then fresh strawberries into a bowl on the other side of it. Just something light. They've got another bowl of yogurt sitting in the back with like granola and like a small little cup to the side of that as well. So just kind of like one of those little fluffy, relaxing breakfasts for vacation or something.
I'm
Man,
going after
starting-
the pancakes.
I'm starting to feel spoiled here.
They've got 2 types of pancakes.
Whoa.
They have blueberry pancakes, and then they have normal pancakes. Both very kind of like, I wouldn't say thick, but they're hefty. They've got weight to it. So like, because back then they had to use full butter, full cream, full milk, everything. It's almost like a light cake rather than a pancake. But it also adds to the flavor because it's got that butteriness to the actual pancake itself.
Okay. So it's like the pancakes my mom used to make.
Yeah.
Alright, bet. Yeah. Rook. I don't know. I would assume Rook has had a blueberry before, but I don't actually know.
They're pretty
She's gonna go for the
common.
blueberry ones, because she probably hasn't had a blueberry pancake.
I think so. There is a variant that you guys would have in and around Noveska Forest.
Sure.
They're called elderberries, but they're
Oh, well,
not.
it's a very
It's not
different
like the
berry.
elderberries that we know here.
Oh, okay.
They're more of like a tart blueberry in Noveska Forest.
Okay. Noted.
This is concerning. 'Cause blueberries are already quite tart. Yet
Oh, they get tart. Like they're probably the most optimal for like flavoring mead. On
that
like
makes
a back
sense.
flavoring. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably what I've had is mead. Yeah, okay. I'm eating the pancakes.
Yeah, just grabbing the plain ones for Ziros and just devouring them.
I want to finally mess around with the little machine that I was given by Merlin.
Okay.
Figure out how it works and how to make it work.
Roll me an Arcana.
17.
So this creation is kind of like a small little briefcase, like a suitcase almost, but it works in 2 functions. You can place a crystal and it has varying sizes. It's got like 4 little arms that'll clamp around the crystal and keep it in place while it's doing what it does to them. Now, pretty much a lot of crystals will do, but the most common one, well known, is kind of like this almost clear see-through crystal. Those hold magic probably about far more than any others. There are 2 circles with little wines like crankshafts. And what happens is if you crank them and you either speak into this like provided little dotted box that kind of can be lifted up like a little arm, you can record something. Or there is a little another little arm right next to the box that has like this crystal. It's a little tiny one, teeny, teeny, tiny. But what it's supposed to do is kind of capture what's in front of it. And you have to have somebody kind of holding and moving the gear. It's fairly simple, but the way it's built is it can only do one or the other. There are processes that could potentially make it do both, but you're really going to have to kind of mess with the inscriptions, the insignias, the arcane runes on it. But feasibly, it's possible.
All right. I'm gonna sit down with everybody else and start eating while I start tinkering with it.
All right.
Do that, fix it.
Since you got a really good on your Arcana, go ahead and give me another Arcana for the tinkering and get advantage.
Ooh. I like getting advantage. That always makes me feel so much better.
18.
There you go.
Nice.
Solid. All right. I will let you know when you're, because you'll probably have to make a couple of Arcana rolls for that, but I'll let you
That's
know.
good.
when
We're about to have so much time sitting on a boat.
Yeah, but you're on a boat though.
I don't get seasick. Unlike some.
Look, Rook doesn't know that. I know that, but Rook doesn't.
It's okay.
Yeah, Kadath.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seasick among us, the man from the sea. I suppose you're seasick because you died.
He's sick of the sea. Bare minimum.
When he gets sick, he throws the sea.
There you go. Anyway. Rook is feasting on the
Now all I can
pancakes.
think of is
Just the
seafood.
pancakes. Huh?
No, all I can think of is seafood. Sushi.
Now I
Ugh.
want sushi.
He's
So-
desperately
I
wanted
don't,
sushi for
but
the past
appreciate
couple
it.
days.
We're gonna take a quick moment because I have ADHD. Everybody knows this. I think at this point, if you know me, I have ADHD. I have this thing that I like to call safe food.
Who has muted Max?
Somebody's
Oh,
server
that's
muted
cool.
him.
Looks like
Yeah.
Corey has made him.
I did that by mistake. I apologize, Max. When Sierra was doing her intro, I heard a lot of clickety 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 clicks.
I literally was
Probably for me.
talking the entire time.
Buddy!
Go
And
ahead.
you and I made the same joke at the same exact time about getting sick of the sea, and then nobody was bringing up anything, and I started talking, and then all of a sudden Alex cut me off, and I was like, "What's going on here?"
I was
"Did mute-"
roasting you and you couldn't come back. I'm sorry.
I did. I was like, "Hey, knock that off!" And then nobody responded. And I was like, "Wait a minute." Then finally, I looked at the server because I was in Roll20, and I was like, "Oh, I'm muted." And then I tried to click unmute. It's like you've been server muted, and I was like, "Hey."
So
Buddy.
sorry.
You're good.
So what would Kadath be doing for breakfast?
I was gonna
Bring
say
it
he
back
would
in.
probably be peckishly eating at some of the stuff, but he'd look out the window, notice it's still storming.
Give me a
Doesn't look
perception
like we're leaving
as
the
you're
bed.
looking
Oh.
out the window.
Yes, sir. Oh my god. So character sheet closed down.
If you hear
no.
Percy screaming in the background, we apologize.
A 19.
okay.
No, I can't hear him.
So you're gonna notice that the way your guys' room is angled, you have kind of two streets to look at. You get the main street through the windows out front, and to the right, you've got kind of this catty corner street, which you guys kind of walk there to get to the hotel. And you can see down the way those pieces of stone of the building that got destroyed. They're all being combed and picked through by guards.
By guards.
Yeah. Well, of course. I mean, it is an incident in town, so they're probably investigating. But who knows?
Does
Trying to
it...
make sure that they weren't
Alright.
like looters.
No, they're definitely guards. Full plate armor, metal helms. Some people are either kind of equipped with long swords, or like glaives, or like
And it looks like the rain's gonna keep up. Doesn't look like it's gonna clear up anytime soon.
Yeah, the rain is, well, it's a lot better than it was yesterday, but it's still hitting heavy. The volume of water coming down is still about the same as yesterday, but you don't have thunder, you don't really have lightning, you got some dark clouds, but I mean it's not as heavy as it was yesterday as far as like thunder and lightning striking every 30 seconds or any of that.
Looks like we'll be leaving today, which means we'll have to find somewhere to stay for tonight. Any ideas?
We can't be here. We can't afford this again.
Hmm.
I mean, could try sweet talking the guy again. Maybe he'll give us another discount. Do we have enough for the discounted price?
It'd be everything I have left.
And some of my money as well.
Yeah, I only have 9 gold.
Well, the problem was they had an entertainer booked for last night. I can see if they have one booked for tonight. Because if
Good
not,
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And worst case scenario, one of us goes on a date with him.
That's not the worst case.
Well, of
But-
course it's not the worst case. I'm trying to be funny.
Yeah, I also said
It
I'd
was
take
very
the
funny.
bullet.
I actually do want to see that.
I was thinking the same thing.
I'll have you know I was very smooth in my time.
How long has it been since you've been on a date, Ziros?
No, let's see. Let's see. Well, we never really dated. I mean, if you count it like getting into a unarmed combat with your supposed date, a date.
I do.
It-
I do.
Okay, then yeah, it's been about 30 or so cycles. I mean, years.
Mm-hmm.
For
Mhm.
Ziros, it's been relatively quiet for a while.
Oh God,
Um,
no.
We all have these things called intrusive thoughts. And
Goofy now.
you find yourself halfway through this conversation where you just kind of have this like flash of like, you could do this in like an instant. And you just kind of picture yourself shoving your sword through the back of Rook's skull.
Why is it always my skull?
Is he speaking to you currently?
Yeah, that's fair.
I would then like you to roll me a d4.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Rub Scooby Doo's head for luck.
I love it. It's like you're a makeshift Cerberus.
I know.
Yeah.
So
Got that
your
puppy.
current health will lower by 3 points, which is what was rolled on the die. For
Okay.
today, if you feed eventually, you will regain those, but you will. It's kind of like it's almost like necrosis, necrotic energy. Except normally necrotic energy heals you. This one is more like it's just kind of pulling that from you. It's clear you're hungry. Your phylactery needs something.
Mm. It's gonna completely change the conversation.
Hmm.
Yeah. If need be, I could talk to him.
I again, I actually do kind of want to see that. But I feel like he might not go for you. I don't know. Based on
Might
the
just
fact
be
that he asked.
something about the way he was talking to you, or the comments that he made when he came and brought you the brush and all of
He
that.
called you gross.
He did. I mean, some people are into that, but I don't think he is.
Mm.
Rosa.
And suddenly he's in the room. Hello.
Just pulling back memory. It's like a flashback.
I know.
Oh, well, we need to figure out something, and fast.
There will be a knock at the door.
Okay, I'm gonna go get it.
You'll open it up. There is a dwarven gentleman in
Whoa.
very elegant, kind of full plate. I guess it would be most likely accumulated to that. It's weird because it's like a breastplate mixed in with regular stuff, so it's like kind of like half plate or such, maybe, but it's very elegant, right? So it's got swirls and all kinds of like details in the frame of the armor. His beard, brown, will be kind of tied, and it's got like little charms inside of it, well kept. His hair pulled back, and to his side, he'll have like a large kind of mace. It's not branded, it's just kind of like on his back. But he'll look to you and say, "I'm looking for the person who went through a demolished house yesterday. We got reports that she came here and stayed in the room. I spoke with the man up front. He said I could find her here."
Why
Like
are
it's
you
gonna
looking for
fade
her?
into the wallpaper.
Well, we know the dragon had occurred, but we're trying to pinpoint what occurred and why. She's not in trouble. We just need to ask questions.
I'll open the door a little bit more and
That would be me.
Hi, wonderful. Might I be able to bother you for a few simple questions?
So long as they're simple, yes.
I mean, they're simple for me.
What do you want?
Okay, he'll pull out this notebook. All right, first question. What were you doing on the night of last night? During the... He looks down at the... Destruction of the current stone-faced building on the northern side of town.
Do you mean when the dragon took the roof off of the building?
Yes, I didn't like these.
Yeah, don't use those. Just use your brain.
I have to.
I was walking into town, quite literally.
Wonderful, wonderful. And why were you walking into town?
We are currently on our way to charter a ship.
Okay, wonderful. Do you, for any reasons, wish death upon the owner of the building, or have you had any negative interactions with the owner of said property?
I have no idea who owns said property, so no.
How about the person currently renting the property? Do you have any ties to... I don't have her name here.
I'm not entirely sure who it is, so...
I guess this is a DM I would have to ask.
Sure.
Bishop. What
Yes.
would she normally fill out as a name for paperwork for like renting rooms and such like that?
Hell yeah.
Oh man, okay. She definitely would not put either her real name or the code name.
Okay.
I think she'd change it up every time. Like, I imagine that is what keeps her so hard to track.
Okay.
So it could be anything.
He will just ask, and she's probably she's probably got like a rotation, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So he'll use a word in that rotation. He'll say, "What? Do you have any ties to Mrs. Bringle?"
This is Bringle.
It's one of her like 6 rotations. She stole it from the Brinkle Woods down by Dalesville.
Mm-hmm. She says, I was not aware that she was renting the property, and no, I don't believe I have any ties to a Mrs. Bringle.
Wonderful. On the night of the occurrence, why were you seen digging through the personal aspects of the person?
I have no interest in being dishonest. I am a member of this group that you see before you,
Like,
and we were interested to find out who was taken so that we might find out as much as you are trying to find out now.
wonderful. And you said a person had been taken. Had you seen any signs of kidnapping and or snatching?
I don't believe I saw the dragon had anyone in its clutches, but I mean, it is kind of obvious one has been kidnapped when a dragon takes the roof off of a building and suddenly there are personal effects that are unorganized.
Right. Okay.
And no
and
person.
Just to make sure that we're getting as accurate information as possible, what
Sure.
type of dragon would you say that you had seen ransack the property?
I believe you would call it a wind dragon?
Okay. And rough estimation of age.
Oh god. Do I know that information? I seem to remember it was on the edge of ancient, right?
Yeah, just kind of, yeah. I mean, you could just say like adult or, whatever.
Yeah.
I think he's just looking for like baby to adult, something within there.
Sure. General age range. She goes, well, if I'm quite honest, I'm not good with the numbers or estimating ages. I don't like to assume. But I would put it at very large, which would generally lead me to believe it is ancient.
Okay. Right.
Probably not something you want to
thank
mess with. No problem.
Well, unfortunately, we will have to send word to Graydon, who will most likely send out Dragon Slayers, as it has now entered the realm of human living, and it will most likely then need to be put down. So,
That makes good and proper sense.
no need to stick around. I don't seem to find any ties with you to the situation. Appreciate you for your time. It was quite helpful. The information we gathered will go quite well with our investigation. And thank you for doing your civic duty.
Of course, happy to be of service. What was your name, sir?
Gethrick.
Gethrick. Good to meet you.
Yes. If you need anything or anything else comes to mind, I will be at the southern gate, which, of course, seems a pretty shut and closed case. But again, thank you.
Of course. Good day, sir.
He'll turn and he'll leave.
As soon as the door shuts, Rook just goes, that would not be the first time I've lied to members of authority recently.
You are scarily good at it.
Thank you, I'm kind of used to it. Believe me, Naveska is far worse than that guy.
You should probably
Isn't
wait
it very-
until, the door's been closed for a while.
I'm not going to talk loud enough for him to hear through a soundproof door. This room is built for people who
I
are
would
very
agree.
much in love.
I would agree with Rook here. Considering the contents of this room, I think it is safe to assume that it is more or less soundproof.
We don't know that. I mean, the person who had this building commission could be freaky. They might just want to hear the things go on in this room.
Some sort of weirdo.
I'm gonna open the door. Is he still there?
No, he's gone.
Great, I closed the door. See? We're fine.
Well, now that that's out of the way, what are we doing about the room situation?
I mean, we could go check at the docks and see if we can leave regardless of the rain, and then come back and talk to whoever's at the desk and see if we can get another room or another night at a discount.
Otherwise, there's always my parents' place. I'm not saying that out loud, but
I was gonna say.
I mean, if anything, sleep outside. It's not like the first time I've Slept in an alleyway.
That is a fair point. The bed is very nice, though.
It was very comfortable.
I don't sleep anymore, so I'll take your word for it.
How was the bathtub?
You know, I can't really feel things anymore, so I just imagine that the water felt good.
Honey.
Very disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You smell nice.
That's a good thing, at least. Thank you, I needed that. That'll keep my smile for the day. Yeah, I also noticed that, like, the entire time we've been talking, as he's sitting on the table, his claw has been kind of, like, scratching through the wood. Like a nervous twitch.
Alright,
That is
well,
mahogany. You should be careful with that.
there's at least no point in sitting around dallying. You should get moving.
So, to the docks.
What would I know if my captain would normally leave in weather like this?
It really depends. But you don't think he would immediately without at least filling the missing crew, right? Currently, he said he was like down 4 or 5 people, so chances are he wouldn't be looking to leave so soon. And he did make a deal with you. So likelihood is he's already got the people he needs. He's just waiting for what he would hope to be the perfect kind of, you know, flight path, so to speak.
No, I've been trying, but I don't see it happening.
At least we'll
You can
get a
give it a
good
shot.
walk in the rain out of it.
Kadath will lead the way.
You guys will kind of head on outside. The rain is going to be heavy, but no lightning, no thunder. It will take minutes for you guys to get drenched. As you head to the docks, you will see that the boat is at least getting packed up. New provisions for food, barrels of water is being brought onto the ship. You see that large dragonborn gentleman just kind of taking stock with like a book of parchment and some sort of a pen of some kind. And the ship in and of itself has seen a few repairs, a few dozen repairs, 2 or 3 of them still being worked on currently. And it's undergoing some debarnacling. So you've got some guys kind of on ropes on these lovely seats with a bucket and a knife, just kind of picking the barnacles off the side of the ship.
Kadath will approach the gangplank. Captain.
Yeah, what are you? Oh, it's you. How you doing?
Wet.
No shit, Sherlock.
When you thinking of leaving?
If all goes well, later tonight. We're still tracking the school of uni fish. Yeah, I know. Good eats, though, if you can kill one.
Bro. Anything I can do to help?
Not really. Unless you can magically make those fish move.
Let me look at my spells really quick. Actually, that might be something I can do.
This
Yup.
voice destroys my throat.
Do I have fear yet? Don't have fear yet.
I'm looking at my list too.
Do I
I
know
could-
what unifish are scared of? Like,
Nothing.
Their only natural predator is a dragon turtle.
I can't make something that big. Would they be scared of a baby dragon turtle?
Any dragon turtle.
All right.
'Cause even a baby dragon turtle is the size of a small island.
Oh, well. Not something that would fit in a 20-foot cube, eh?
Probably not.
I could try
Maybe their
talking to him.
egg.
Hmm.
I could try to kill. Oh, I didn't mean to actually click it, but I was saying I could try to kill him.
You want a hunger of Hadar then?
Well, it depends. How close are they to the ship?
It does depend, yeah. Also, let me put this into perspective for you. A unifish is challenge rating 1. A school of unifish is somewhere between... The minimum is like 20 to 30. The maximum is 2,000.
Oh my god.
No.
And that's only the ones on record. We still don't know if they have bigger schools farther out into the ocean.
Only I had the fear spell. That could get him to move.
Maybe we should just wait.
I have speak with animals.
I do too, but I don't think trying to talk to him is going to do anything.
Yeah, I don't want to get shanked again in another life.
Nothing I can do to help yet. Getting closer, though. Good. Well, as it goes now, by nightfall we should be ready to dock out. So be here.
Aye.
If you're not here, I hate to say it, we're going to be leaving without you.
Understood.
Let's see. If there is anything necessary for your people that is special, make sure you have it. You know how it goes. We can only provide food and water.
See you tonight. Kadath
You're
will,
well.
Kadath will turn. Let the others know. Night.
Rook
You need
just,
to find out what to do for a day then.
Rook just side-eyes Ziros.
What? What did I do?
Nothing. Somehow I don't think they're gonna be able to provide the kind of food you actually need.
Not willingly.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm almost like just like scratching.
I have a thought. It's gonna be a stupid thought, but I'm stupid, so it makes sense. How do you feel about hunting a unifish? You think that would count as food?
Fish don't have
Fish have
souls.
souls.
Fish don't have souls? That's... Oh, it was worth an ask.
Besides, I don't want to try to hunt one because if it's a school, I ain't no way that one's gonna just be by itself. We could easily be surrounded.
Fine.
And besides, I'm fine. I'm good. I can wait till we get to peace or whatever. We'll find something. Yes.
How long is the travel across?
Well, the boat travels somewhere around 30 feet per day.
30
30
miles.
feet?
Man.
30 miles per day. Sorry. I'm so used to a smaller boat, or to a smaller frame of travel. So
You're
it
fine.
is 147 to 150 miles,
5 days.
roughly. And that's considering you hit good water, right? If it does continue to rain and gets a little bit more choppy, harder to deal with on the ocean, there is a chance that, unfortunately, it could take a day or two off your journey. Or it could add a day or two onto your journey. So it's boat travel is somewhat not efficient bad weather.
She was asking in character, so I assume
Kadath would
Kadath would
say
answer.
5 days, assuming all goes normal.
So then, Ziros, at worst, can you stand another week of not eating?
Oh,
Hold on. Of course. I actually rolled good.
Okay, insight. Okay. Seeing. Yeah, alright. Alright, well, if you're sure. I'd still like to see if I can perform here before we leave.
Yeah.
that would be nice.
You need anything for the trip? Anybody? Anything that isn't food or water?
I think that we've got everything on us that we need, honestly.
I think so. Yeah.
Alright. I'm about to see if there are any spell components that I need. You can go. You guys can go on while I look.
Oh, okay, cool, cool.
I mean, I don't mind, staying for the performance, but I think I'll wander around town for a little while. Haven't been to Draftmore in quite some time, so just like to see it.
Well, as you guys kind of walk through, Draftmore is well known for the intricate details and art they put around town. It is, in all intents and purposes, probably one of the fanciest places in all of Talalia. They've pretty much made a deal with Bravo to kind of buy some of the most intricate carvings of stone, and then have that kind of placed throughout the buildings and stuff like that. They have good woodworkers in the city and town to make sure that the wood has a lot of very lovely details into it. That being said, it is best way to put up to it. It is very judgmental. These people are very hoity-toity. They will look at you as though you are paupers. They will look to you as though that you are, because you are adventurers, you have all this armor and gear and stuff like that. You are not among their high society. And so even walking through town, you get this feeling like you don't belong.
Man, it's almost like being home.
I hate this place.
Hmm.
Aria's gonna do what she always does when she feels uncomfortable, and she's gonna play the flute. Try to take some of the negative energy out of the area. Where's performance? There you go. Yeah, playing a happy little tune for her friends and anyone who's a little less judgmental.
We just vibe as we walk down the street.
the shops definitely have fair reasonable stock of most things. They've got long swords, short swords, different types of armor. They have medical kits in some of the apothecaries. They've got pretty much anything you're looking for. Now, here is the situation with that, though. Because this is such a lovely place, most of the people who live here, work here, are kind of well known. They've made a name for themselves because it's fancy, it's expensive. They will have jacked up the price for a lot of the stuff here. Bare minimum, some items are at least 2 gold over, to the point where some of the more expensive stuff, like, say, mithril armor, which they have on display, is worth 6,000 gold.
Jesus. But noted.
It's mithril, so even that's probably lower than what mithril's worth.
I'm writing that down.
Kadath wants to try to find an instrument to learn how to play.
There is definitely a store known as The Symbol, which has most instruments that one can find.
He'll start looking at some strings.
Okay.
Got any-
Instrument?
Yeah, some string instruments.
I'm trying to learn how to play a fiddle on a boat.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Right. I mean, and besides working, what else you gonna do?
Fair.
Plus, we already got a woodwind player, and also I don't think Kadath would be very good at it.
Fiddler on the boat.
Tender.
I just watched that movie.
So let's see. Okay, so you're looking for an instrument. You're looking for a stringed instrument, so we're looking at lutes and junk. Let me get down here. So, you have the choice between a lute, a lyre, a schwam, I think, and a viol, which is basically a violin.
There's-
File.
Yeah, and a sham.
Sham.
Sham is
that's
Sham is a giant.
yeah, it's a thing.
I think a dulcimer is also a string instrument.
A dulcimer is like a mandolin.
See how much money I have and if I have anything I can sell. I do have something that I wrote down, but I don't have the cost on it, and I don't know what it's from, Corey. I have an extra silver ring.
Did you get married recently?
No.
Let's see here. Silver ring, probably worth about just its worth. Probably about 3 silver.
Oh, darn. I thought maybe the artistry would be good enough to get me some money out of it.
I mean, if you need money, for some reason I have this necklace with a pearl on it, and I think it was something we found before we went down the temple, but I don't remember what it did.
Oh yeah, that did just. I think it's a necklace of water breathing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
We should
I'd-
probably
I'd-
keep that.
I would say someone
Yeah.
else could take it. I don't
Yeah.
need to breathe anymore.
Yeah, Kadath can breathe underwater, so it's useful for half the party.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll ask about a viol, I guess.
Okay. So let's see here. The viol. The viol is usually about 30 gold pieces. This one has inlay of mother of pearl through it, through the frets. The tuning pegs are marble, kind of matching that lovely mother of pearl kind of look to it. The ones that they're going to sell here are of high quality. They will sell them for 50 gold pieces a pop.
Not little, damn.
Well, I don't think Kadath's going to be picking up an instrument. I'm just trying to look over the instrument costs and what I have, which I have a total of... Let me just ask you if I can find anything for sale for 27 gold pieces.
For 27 gold pieces, there's a flute for 5. Let's see. There's a schwam for 7.
I think a schwam is like a giant, like almost like a, what's it called, a didgeridoo.
Hold on. I'll find a picture of it.
I think there's something called a shawm. It's just kind of like almost like a banjo. It's a string. I could be thinking of something else, but
A shawm is a conical bore double reed woodwind instrument made in Europe from the 12th century to the present day. It is basically the precursor to the oboe.
What about a pan flute?
That's I think.
Or a
that's just
harmonica? Would a harmonica exist?
This is the old harmonica.
That's a good sailing instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Yeah.
They have oh, what's it called?
Try me. I speak instruments, try me.
It's that thing where you push it together and it blows the wind through the...
An accordion?
Recorder. Oh, that also thing. Yes.
Accordion?
They do sell an accordion for somewhere between like 10 to 15 gold. That's very piratey.
yeah.
That was a pretty straightforward instrument.
Yeah. You know what? I'll pick up an accordion. What the hell?
I'm adding it to loot.
15 gold?
Yeah.
Alright. Kadath will pick up an accordion. And it's a fancy accordion. Because it's from a fancy music store. Alright.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna casually assume I went with Kadath to the music store because we're all kind of going to the stores. Do they sell sheet music at the place?
Oh,
Does that exist? Okay.
So they sell empty bars where you can just write your own.
Oh, manuscript paper? Nice.
I'm sorry?
It's called manuscript paper.
Okay. They also sell a few well-known pre-written pieces.
Okay.
Each of them kind of like depend on price compared to kind of say what their popularity is equivalent to.
Okay. Can I ask the person who's, I would presume, running the store, and just say, do you have any, maybe, not so well-known books of sheet music that, maybe aren't going to be quite as expensive?
They do have some more obscure pieces.
Okay.
But that's about 2 or 3 silver per sheet.
Okay.
It's something you're really going to have to like look through to see if there's anything that kind of fits your, I wouldn't say like fit your style, but like
Yeah.
you would feel actually sounds good, because a lot of them are being kind of sold by people
Yeah.
who kind of haven't like made a name for themselves or just learning.
Yeah, the baby composers of the world, which is yeah. Okay, Rook can't read sheet music, and probably can't play an instrument. But she is going to go through and find something that has words attached. She
Okay.
can't read the words either. But she's gonna go through, try and find something that looks interesting visually and has words on it. And she is going to buy it.
What are the feelings of the song you're looking for? See if there's
If I may be straight up, Rook is looking for something Aria hasn't seen before.
okay.
She has no idea what that means. So it can be literally anything you want.
Roll me a D100.
Happily. A 55, sir.
Well, it's freshly written, kind of relatively new. It is this boppy, almost kind of. It's meant to be this boppy, happy song, with, strangely enough, it's about death. Yeah, it's such a weird song, but it seems like it would sound good.
Okay. I don't know. I can't read any of what's on the page. It is all scribbles to Rook. But she will take it to the nice person who told her that it was probably about death and say, cool, I want this one. How much is it?
He'll just say it's do 4 silver. Not really well known, but it's a fairly large piece, plenty of lines. So he would most likely give you the sale for just the size of it.
Done. I will hand over my 4 silver.
Now I've been looking for something because I talk about the. I'm going to share this to the podcast to you guys because I don't have rights to this art, but eventually I'm working on something to show everybody what a unifish looks like. But these are the current variations of what they actually look like.
Unifish variation.
Cute. They look like koi.
Oh yeah.
Koi, like koi goldfish things. They're so
koi.
cute.
Yeah.
They're so pretty, and yet I want to kill
Oh my
them.
god.
They're so pretty. Why did you make them pretty, Corey? Why?
Because they're deadly.
That's a good answer.
It's actually a very good answer. In nature,
Yeah.
it's often true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything brightly colored and pretty looking is probably bad.
It attracts things, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Or it warns them.
Yeah.
Don't touch me, I'm bright and red.
Or yellow and stripy. Okay. I've done my civic duty in buying sheet music for no reason.
I would say while they're shopping, I would probably sneak away.
He's looking for where the homeless stay.
Shut up.
Oh my god!
You're gonna eat a homeless guy?
It's mean.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Find a rich person.
Yeah, eat the rich. Save
I
the
don't-
poor.
Eat the
I don't
homeless.
want it. I don't know. I don't want people to notice. I'm sure if a rich person just goes missing on the street,
You chuck them out a window. They committed suicide.
I don't even. The only thing I've actually eaten is a soul, so I don't know what happens to the body. So
It's fair.
does happen to the body, Corey?
Who
We're about to
knows?
find out.
Yeah, we're about to find out.
I was gonna say, I think we're about to find out.
So yeah, I as they're shopping for instruments, I'll go looking in the alleyways.
For a little snacky snack.
I hate that for a turn of phrase. So
A
much.
snacky snack?
I don't know what's gonna happen.
So, roll me a D100. Let's see what your luck is like.
Probably not good.
It's a 77. There's a beggar. He has seen hard times. He is staying currently in this old piece of wood, kind of ramshackled hut with a couple of tarps laying on top of it to stop the rain. He is currently cooking over a little spitfire underneath the tent a rat. That's pretty much the only one back here.
Nobody else.
No one. Not in this alley. And,
No. Ziros is gonna like look behind him, look around, and walk up to the beggar. Does he notice me, say anything, or
he'll just kind of take a look at you. He'll kind of look up from where he's sitting. Am I in your way?
I wanna make a will save to see what happens. I'm gonna roll it just to you.
Alright.
So we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna send you something.
Alright.
Oh boy.
Eat the homeless dust. Do it.
Don't
Poor beggar guy.
eat the guy. He's had enough hardship in his life.
Dust is putting him out of his misery.
I was about to
He
say,
doesn't need any more hardship in his life.
alright. He'll turn away, like half turn, and like the eye, like his eye, like the eye that's still looking at the beggar is kind of starting to go white, and a little like smoke pour, like when anytime he casts magic, he's starting to get that like skeleton look again.
Yeah.
But he's shaking, and then just reaches into his bag and drops 5 gold and puts it in front of the beggar and just walks away.
Roll me a perception as you walk away.
I think that's still to you. It's a 14.
So you're gonna walk down this kind of like longer alley. You're gonna turn the corner, and then you're gonna hear rustling back in the alley. Actually,
I'll turn to look.
turning around and peeking back, you're gonna see that there is this kind of man strapped in like black leather with a dagger to the homeless man now, and he is actually taking the money that you had given him, and then he's gonna stab the gentleman.
Never leave gold in a poor area.
I immediately fly into a rage and just bum rush the dude.
All right, do it. Let's do this.
Oh my god. Yes.
Don't
Kill
forget to
the
click off
asshole.
of discretion.
Oh, good. Alright, and it's gonna. I'm gonna have Dustbreaker and just be like, just kind of like put the blade up to him, like hit him with it. Ah.
You'll hit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It won't kill him outright, but you've taken at least half his health in one strike. This man is going to come around with a dagger. He's going to attempt to kind of stab into your kidney area. Oh, 19 to hit.
Damn.
That hits.
Three damage.
Okay. And it's still gonna be holding him. It's like, why did you do that?
He's actually not even really going to answer your question. He's just going to kind of look to you and just kind of growl in like this low, determined fuck off kind of voice where he's just going to say, "Get off me, you scaly fuck."
Ooh.
Eat
Hey,
him.
you can't call him scalies. Only we can call him scalies.
Eat
Would I-
him.
Would I know if he's like low enough for consume soul?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So just he's like still holding him with the sword. He starts to open his jaw, and like his entire like face just goes to the skeleton lich with like what like the bone white face and horns just growing bigger and bigger, and it just consumes soul.
You'll see this man shrivel. His skin will turn blackish. Necrosis basically creeps in on him from like the face moving down most of the body. He will frail out as if you've given this man. You've basically consumed all life essence, and for the first time in weeks, you feel as though you've sat down to a meal of the most amazing type. We are talking roast pork and chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy. We're talking all the things that are just hearty and thick. And eventually, this man is just going to crumble. He's just going to kind of fall. You're going to hear a couple of his bones not even be strong enough to hold, and they may snap on his landing to the ground. The man he stabbed, the homeless man, he's going to be holding his side, and he's going to stare at you in complete fear.
Grab another for the road.
Maxwell.
First off, no. Second off, you can only do it once per day.
Oh,
He just, like if he can, it's just he's holding the dude as until it's just nothing but dust, and he'll like breathe heavy, look at the man in fear. I mean, being him look in fear, and just run back to the group. Just.
So the man won't turn to dust.
Yeah.
Think mummified human being.
Okay.
However, I want you to roll medicine before you run.
Okay. That's gonna go well.
Get advantage, mostly for one very thick and very interesting reason, and I'll explain it to you.
A thick and juicy reason.
17. So there is this weird feeling that when you look at him, you can kind of see not only his aura, but it's almost as if you can sense his vital areas, right? You're getting some like vision that maybe might be connected to your lich situation. And you're noticing that this man has a likelihood of bleeding out within the next 2 hours. Especially from where he was stabbed.
Oh, then if he sees that and knows that, I'll get someone to help you. Don't move. Stay right here, and he's gonna go to the grouping and get to see if he can find Aria. And there's once he runs into you, Aria. There's been a man. He's been stabbed out in the alleyway. He doesn't have much long. Can you help him?
Yeah. Show me where he is.
Lead her to where the guy, if he's still there.
Oh, he's
the
there.
beggar. Okay.
In fact, with all the rain, the way the water is hitting, you guys will see the stream of blood kind of coming down the alleyway, which will eventually lead back to this man who is soaked his entire side, just kind of clutching the wound.
We'll sit down beside him, put our hand over the wound, and cast Cure Wounds, level 2.
That's okay. 19 healing. You will have healed this man probably 3 times over. The wound will kind of clean up, cure up. There will be a scar. Even magic can only do so much. But internally, he should be fine. He kind of gets a little less pale, though you would probably suggest, knowing your medicine, that he eats something. Probably get something decent to eat and drink to recuperate the blood that he has lost.
Did everyone else follow
Oh yeah.
outwards?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
So, if everyone else followed, I'd like the entire party to roll a perception.
Yeah.
So am I still seeing the auras?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
17, 5, 19.
I'm not, sorry, I'm still rolling disadvantage.
Kadath got a 17, Aria got a 5, Alex got a 19, and it works for Aria because she's more worried about healing this person.
Yeah.
Rook and I are bodyguarding.
Oh yeah.
I think Arum had to run to the restroom real quick, so you two are going to notice, and it's going to be very obvious because from where this man is standing, there are trails of blood droppings from the knife itself that was used to stab him. And then you're going to see a patch of black blood also on the knife, which was used to stab Ziros. And then a couple inches from that knife is the remains of a mummified humanoid, which just looks absolutely desiccated.
Kadath will shoot Rook a glance
Go return it.
telepathically. Ziros did this, didn't he?
Nod.
We gotta get rid of that body, don't we?
She can't say it out loud because she doesn't have the telepathy, but she'll nod. And she's going to grab the match out of her pocket.
Flint and tinder?
Yeah, I think I forget what exactly I have. Give me just a second. I know I have something that does fire. I have tinderbox. Yeah, I'll grab my tinderbox. And I don't have any alcohol, unfortunately. But I will hold up the tinderbox.
Kadath will telepathically back again. It's raining really hard. But I have a cantrip that I learned thanks to Aria that might be able to handle it.
Nods.
It won't be pretty.
We should probably get you out of the rain, sir.
They don't really have anywhere to go. This is... He's going to tap the wooden place. This is my home.
Kadath, is there a local pub or anything where we can get him a drink or something like that?
I'm sure I'd know.
You would know that they would not serve him.
But would they serve us?
Most likely, yes.
What about down by the
if they
docks?
Yeah, they wouldn't even let him get through the front door.
What about like down by the docks? Like towards like the more working class part of town, like where Kadath would be from.
It's Draftmore, right? This is the downside of Draftmore and what made Trigus become the city that it is. They run homeless out. If you can't afford to live here, you don't belong to be here. And so they keep the guards on alert to push people out that can't afford it, can't make a living. And honestly, it's a bit of a surprise that this man is even here now.
Oh.
This is the dark side of Draftmore.
I've yet to see the light side, quite honestly.
Yeah, I want you to think their ways of dealing with like homeless are like the equivalent of those benches with like spikes on them.
Yeah.
Does the desiccated fellow look like he was a homeless too?
No. He looks more like a thief. Like a professional thief. A couple of daggers around his belt, leather armor that's well taken care of, dark colors.
Kadath will, again, telepathically message Rook. If I'm gonna do this, I mean, we don't need the locals on our tail. We don't need to get held up. We don't need to go to jail. You should probably get everybody else out of here.
She will mouth out loud, "That's what I'm trying to do." Look, let's just go find somewhere sheltered. This is, quite frankly, the scene of a crime, and I don't think any of us want to be here during whenever the constables get here. Come on. I can carry the man if needed. She'll look very pointedly at Aria.
Alright, let's go.
Where are we headed?
I'll catch up in a minute.
Take your time. And Rook will just gingerly lift him and put on some lay on hands just for good measure. We're just gonna walk out of the alleyway and to wherever has cover.
I'm gonna telepathically message Ziros. Back here.
Say that again, you cut out.
You get back here.
He'll walk back there, but he's not saying anything.
Alright. Is there a medieval equivalent of a dumpster?
I mean, back in these days, they would just throw, water and poop out, stuff like that. It's a bit more magical here, so the roads are a lot cleaner. They don't really have a lot back here. It's like they pride this place on looking almost spotless.
Is this like a dead-end alleyway?
It's an L-shaped alleyway.
All right, at the one that's closest to us, going through the door. After everybody leaves, I'm gonna put up a mirror image that makes it look like the alleyway is empty.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna ask you a question I never thought I'd have to ask in D&D.
Okay.
How many acid splash cantrips will it take me to take care of this? I'm willing to stay for a while.
Desiccated body. 70 times. The smell will not be favorable.
Yeah, but after a while, it'll get rid of all the flesh so that there won't be a smell anymore after it subsides. It'll cut rid of decomposition and everything. Kadath will just look at Ziros. Keep watch.
Alright.
Friends.
And then Kadath will go to work on acid splashing his body into nothingness. Covering for his friend.
Sure. You will take a little while, and eventually nothing will remain. There will be this kind of like low ground divot, and eventually the acid will kind of mellow out once it kind of inerts itself after dissolving what it can. It's clear something here has gone on, but there are no trace of human parts or anything.
Kadath
It's
will
about
look.
the time that the illusion will go down.
Yeah. Kadath will look pointedly at Ziros. I don't want to make a habit out of having to do this. Though I didn't like doing that.
I was just gonna leave the beggar alone. I mean, yes, I did come here, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. Then, as I walked away, after giving the man some gold, he attacked him. I fought control, and when he wouldn't give me a good answer, I just at this point where he acid splashed.
Safe to say, Corey, that we would have grabbed, the pouch of gold and the daggers off his body.
2 daggers.
Yeah.
A fine craftsman, they're +1 daggers.
Okay.
Not magical, just masterwork.
Yeah. So Kadath will give him a nod. I stand by what I said. I don't want to make a habit of doing this.
I understand. No, I don't want to make a habit of doing this either.
Well, at least you won't be a problem on the ship now.
Yep.
I'm feeling sated. Good to go.
Body, yes. Mind, not so much.
Me neither. I'll go find the others.
Just nod and follow him.
Kadath looks incredibly, shell-shocked. He just melted a body. So he's not feeling too good.
So, not as shell shocked, but Ziros does look sad, so.
Imagine by the time they get back, we have healed the man.
Oh yeah, he was healed
Yeah.
when Aria
Okay.
used her cure.
Yeah,
So
I
he
figured.
is I mean, he's still kind of like malnourished, but like he's homeless, so like
Yeah.
single
we
meal
can't-
isn't really. That's all right.
Since
How
we
much-
can't take him into like a actual establishment, Aria would have shared rations that she has.
How much was in the thief's coin purse?
20 gold plus whatever Dust gave him.
So 5.
Oh man, if only I could have waited. I would have had to buy that accordion. I could have actually bought the viol.
Aww.
I think you like the accordion better.
It'll be easier to learn, I think.
Um,
Go on.
yeah, once we get back, since I don't eat rations, I will give my rations to the beggar as well.
Okay.
Just hand them to him and just be like, just sorry, and walk away.
He's gonna put a hand on your shoulder before you even turn away. You don't have to be sorry. You saved my life. I owe you everything. I hope one day I can repay you for this. You are a hero.
He looks even more sad about that.
Kadath will look the homeless up and down. How does he look like? Does he look like he could work a boat? Because we could get him out of Draftmore.
He looks as though this has probably been his best meal in a month.
Oh, funny.
His clothing is tattered. The soles of his shoes are basically flapping off.
You feel like working somewhere so you can get to a better place.
Maybe. I just don't know any place that would hire me.
Well, my captain needs crew.
Okay.
It'll get you to Trigus.
I know another giant also looking for help. I wouldn't hire him either. Could I go and see if I could find him?
Sure.
Where do I meet you for this job?
Ox by night.
Understood. He'll tap Zero on the shoulder again, like this, that like light pat, and then he's going to not to the same alley, but he's going to head on down and then pass through another alley.
Well. That happened.
Dead.
Cool. I'm glad we are all in agreement that that happened.
We'll be okay though.
I'm sorry.
For what?
I'm causing y'all more trouble.
Well, from what the man was saying, you did the right thing. Just perhaps the methods were less than convenient.
Kadath will speak up. Even if he would have done it a different way, he would have gotten in trouble regardless. The city doesn't look too kind on the homeless. They wouldn't have cared if he was defending them.
I've noticed the city doesn't look too kindly on anyone except its residents.
Even then.
I can't wait for nightfall. I'm ready to leave this place.
Agreed.
What time is it?
4
Like
p.m.
midday? Okay, cool. Alright. Well, I still desperately want to perform here before we leave. We're going to go make that happen, so at least we'll do something light-hearted before getting on a ship.
Sounds good. I could use it.
Anyone see a tavern or anything on the way this way?
I'll lead us to a tavern. It's my hometown after all.
Fabulous.
And as Kadath is leading us, Rook will ever so gently bump Aria with her shoulder and just say, I got something for you.
Oh, you don't have to get me anything.
Oh, but we were at a music store and I got a thing. It's for you if you don't want it, which you might not. You might not want it, I wouldn't judge. I'll attempt to figure out how to read it. Not that I have any use for it, but I'm sorry, I'm going off a tangent here. And she will pull out the piece of sheet music and say, the guy said it was kind of like obscure. So
Obscure is interesting.
I figured you might like obscure, because it seems like you know everything. So here you go. And she'll just hand her the piece of sheet music.
If we can manage to read it without destroying the parchment in the rain, we're definitely gonna read over it.
It is very similar to what I described earlier. It's a peppy song, but oddly about death.
Gonna grin looking at it and then try a trick that she hasn't done, but I figured out that she can feasibly do. Where she'll start playing the flute and then set it off to the side and keep using. I forget what spell it was. But one of her cantrips can create like little puffs of air to keep it playing while she's and then go through the music and play for Rook and sing quietly. She's still not quite confident about other people.
Okay. Rook will just listen.
Do another
Fine.
performance. But she'll be very excited about it. And eventually she'll squeal and not even thinking she'll jump and give Rook a big hug and say thank you. It's so perfect. I love it.
Yeah, no problem. I don't know. I'm not used to being able to give people presents. I think I'm gonna try and find presents for everybody, but it's weird to have any form of money. So, sheet music. But it's good. It works. You like it?
It's perfect. It's brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. And Rook just looks like a puppy on Christmas. Okay, cool. I'm glad. Let's go to tavern.
Yeah,
Just-
I actually think that I'll play this.
Okay. Good. I don't know. See how that goes over with the people.
Drinks are on me.
Is that a promise?
I'll nod.
You might live to regret that, Kadath.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I just came into a whirlwind of funds.
Aria's immediately heading to see if she can perform at the tavern. Gonna go ask.
So they'll be mostly empty that night, but also means they don't have a performer. The place that you have found is called the Golden Sconce. It is well lit, kind of
As it should
fancier tables. The mugs and stuff you drink out are actually glass, not wood. Very fancy stuff. However, that does mean that meat is relatively expensive. It is a full gold per mug of meat.
Oh my god.
Ziros won't get anything, so you're good on that.
All right, who's drinking and how much?
Me and yes.
So there's going to be something that's going to occur, and I want to do this before we get to the performance, mostly because it ties in to what is going to, it ties into what has happened already, but I also don't want to cut off Aria's performance in midway. So once we get settled, once we do a couple of things, there are going to be a few guards that are going to come in through the front door, alongside the homeless man.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Motherfucker.
I was gonna. That's why I paused when he said, "Can I go get my friend?" I was like, "He's gonna narc on us." I know.
Yep.
So he is going to point to Ziros, and the guards and this gentleman are going to head over.
I'll say he'll stand up as soon as he saw them walk in.
Oh yeah, it's the dwarven gentleman from earlier.
Oh yeah.
Ziros, official name, I believe, right?
Zero process, yes.
Party to the what guild was it? The Twilight Chosen.
Yeah.
He's come to our attention. You have dealt with a gentleman on the back streets of town. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wonderful. I will
Nah.
have you know, the gentleman on which you have dealt with was wanted dead or alive for murder on multiple accounts. So I'm here to present you with the payment for taking care of such a person. And he is going to kind of pull up 200 gold and hand it over to Ziros.
He's just gonna look at like the money in his hand and just like, thank you.
Oh, don't think us. You took care of a very dangerous person. He had 7 marks of murder on him already, and it seems as though he was working on an 8th. So, we are in debt to you. If you need anything in town, you let us know.
I will.
If it weren't for your friend here, we'd never have known.
It's just gonna be speechless. Like just like you look at the beggar and just I just like give him a nod. Like you don't know how to handle this situation.
Aria will jump in and go, okay, well, for starters, our friend here needs to be allowed in to eat.
Done. See to it that the appropriate people are informed that this man shall be served, regardless of their bigotry.
Telepathically, Ziros will get Sir on you.
Yeah.
Right, well, we will all let you enjoy. If there's anything you need, you know where to find us.
Thank you, Sir Gethrick.
Bye.
You're welcome to stay for the performance. Not very many people here.
Oh, I'd love to. But we have a sighting of the dragon up north, so we need to go and make sure that it's not turning its way around. Appreciate it.
Good luck with that.
Kadath looks even more shell-shocked now, though. He just burned a body for no reason. Or melted, I should guess would be the more correct term.
Well, somebody had to have dealt with it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he
and
can't
it-
be revived.
And there'll be more questions to ask. Why is he a mummified thing?
That's
And
true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Kadath doesn't
So-
think of it that way, though. He just saw that the guy got rewarded for killing him, and Kadath's like, oh,
I,
what did I do?
I'm gonna take the bag of 200 gold and just set it on the table and just say, I get drinks will be on me, but everybody I'll give everybody a cut of it. I don't need all this.
I didn't do anything. That's your money.
Yeah.
I mean,
Take some of it.
I'll take some of it, but I'm not gonna be stingy. It's
Not being stingy. You earned it.
If you really want to share it, why don't you at least keep 100 of it for yourself?
okay. I'll keep 100.
Keep 120, then we can each take 20 ourselves.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I'll do that and just whatever's drinking, I'll pay for that.
Kadath will walk up to Aria before she's ready to go on stage, and he'll like kind of look over at the sheet that she has. And I help with your performance.
You're muted. Oh,
Oh no.
I forgot to unmute myself after break. I remember to unmute at the microphone, but I've unmuted myself on Discord. So yeah, she'll just be all happy looking and go, yeah, that would be great. I was really hoping to try out the recording thing, but I haven't quite figured out how to do both. We haven't found any crystals yet. Time for another day. For now, I was going to do the featherfall trick. So maybe some fog, maybe some I don't know, I trust you. I'm sure you'll figure it out as we go.
I see the piece.
Yeah. She'll hand it over.
He'll look it over. It said it's like a poppy song about death.
Yeah.
Alright, so he'll think of what needs to be the major image, and then let me just double check something really quick.
It's just a giant skull.
No.
flowers and rainbows.
Yeah, I actually can do both. I can do major image and prestidigitation. Because that's not a concentration. So, Kadath will read it over. I got you. And I'll hand it back.
Thank you. Read over it one more time before going.
He'll crack his knuckles.
Crawling out. She'll climb up on stage and then using levitate, she'll get up until she feels she's high enough and start out there. Roll our performance. I'm gonna roll using the Elven Flute. I haven't done that in a while. Ooh.
Does she get advantage for the prestidigitation and the major image?
Yes.
Yes.
There we go. That's much better.
Damn.
That's your
Kadath really bringing it home.
Oh my
I'm
God.
lucky today. Yeah, so I'm assuming that the song starts off all poppy and happy, and then the minute it gets to the chorus and starts talking about death or whatever, she's going to do the cross arms, turn around, and let herself fall back using Featherfall into whatever fun thing Kadath's created for her.
He would have
This is
done-
also her first performance live actually singing and not just playing music or dancing. So,
Yeah.
Since it was Poppy, but about death, he would have made it like a lightly fog-covered graveyard that was well attended, like with flowers at all the graves and all that kind of nice stuff around it. And then when she does her fall thing, he'll do like little sparks that follow her down as she's going. Yay, we did it.
yeah.
Mass applause.
Roll
Yes,
me,
yes.
let's do this. Roll me a D12, 10, and a D8.
Numbers.
Number.
4, 10, 1.
Numbers.
So D12 was a 4, 10 was a 10, 8 was a
Get-
1.
You get 4 silver, 10 gold, and 1 platinum.
Whoa!
Hmm.
Oh my god.
I mean, you got a 30 on your performance now. Come on.
That's fair.
Yeah.
She's immediately going to give the 10 gold to Kadath, thank him, and give him a big hug for helping her shove the platinum in her pocket.
How much is it a platinum?
10.
10 gold.
No.
Wonderful. Beautiful performance.
Couldn't have done it without your help.
He'll give a rare smile and a nod. And then break concentration so that the graveyard doesn't stand there for 10 minutes while everybody's just hanging out.
Urkel. And Aria. And Kadath. Just meads. Why are
Straight
you
to the
putting
dome.
it on your head?
Straight to the dome. I'm doming it.
Do me a favor. Here's what I'd like to do.
What?
You've performed a bit already, Aria, and you have been kind of attempting to get your name out there for a bit.
Yeah.
So we're going to start you off with, we're going to say 20% popularity. Roll me a D30 and see what we can add to a popularity meter.
Sorry, I got very excited by the introduction of a new mechanic. A
Yay,
D30?
Popularity
Yes.
meter.
21.
So that puts you at, I think we said, what, 20 on the meter?
Yeah.
That puts you at 41 popularity out of 100.
Wow.
Hey.
Big
There you go.
performance in a expensive town.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it would be important.
A very popular performance with a critical on your performance, exactly. So.
Yeah. I'm so sad that I didn't have any crystals to get the music thing working. I desperately wanted to do that, and then I remembered I didn't have any crystals.
Well, I think there is one in the machine.
Is there one?
Yeah, you could record either visual or audio, up to you.
Oh, okay. Going back, since Kadath was doing two things at once, she's going to go over to Rook and put the camera in Rook's hand and go, okay, I'm going to set it to record audio. All you need to do is twirl this thing. Just keep moving it.
How fast or slow?
She'll sit there and she'll think for a minute and be like, and she'll show. Yeah, there you go.
She'll do it. Okay.
Is it,
I hope I do it right.
the only thing I can picture are those monkeys with the...
Is it sad? I was thinking the same thing.
Organ grinder monkeys, yes.
Yeah. Or just turns it at exactly that tempo. Like exactly. Just is so focused on the recorder.
When
Oh, and
I was gonna say, when
Good.
you finish your performance, give Kadath the hug and the gold and stuff. He'll ask you a question. He'll say, "Can I see that machine of yours? It's got interesting writing on it."
yeah, of course.
Rook is still turning it.
run back over. Rook gives us her mead. Let's see. I did want
Can I
Aria
stop now?
to say something. Yes, you can stop.
Okay,
Thank you,
God.
beautiful. She's going to grab the mead, grab the thing, and pass it over to Kadath. Okay.
I'm sorry, did you just say what I thought you said?
Beautiful?
No, that's me asking. Sorry.
Oh.
Did you
Okay,
say?
out
Did
of
you
character,
say?
yes, she did.
Yeah. Okay.
Just in
Rook-
passing, and she's handing the camera over to Kadath.
Kadath
All
will,
right.
Freezes.
Kadath will grin
Okay.
slightly.
Me.
Kadath will grin slightly and telepathically, Rook, you'll get a told you.
What did you? What? Oh. Fucking hell! And Rook is going to proceed to down a mead.
He's got the device in one hand and he's drinking the mead with the other and looking over all the writing on it. Corey, can I make
Man.
out anything on it that might help?
On what exactly?
On her machine, because he says filled with arcane runes and Kadath can read anything. Because of... Boom.
Yeah, Eyes of the Rune Keeper.
Love that.
I mean, it's just runes of how it works. I mean, it outlays a magical outline of either being able to record music or audio. Audio or visual.
I
Could I
assume
make-
it's like mathematic rune.
Could I make a
Rather-
roll to try to, like an arcana roll, to determine if there'd be a way to make it so it would do both?
Oh, Aria already knows
Already
that it
did
could do both.
Well,
She's
how to
already
do it,
started.
though.
Yeah, she's already started working on it.
Oh, yeah, I was asking if I could help along with the process by using the eyes to give more insight.
I don't think there's anything that she didn't get or discern from her studies on it. She rolled pretty decently high, so you would be able to read the same information she would have gathered previously.
And do I know...
Those- Sorry, I was going to say one of those you can only interact with this object once per day things.
Yeah. So, Kate doesn't know that she found all that stuff out anyway, so he'll hand it back to her. I think you could get it to do both.
Yeah, I think so. If you look at the runes over here, I think that if I just change them slightly, I might be able to get it to use both functions at the same time, but I think it might be a little janky until I can figure out how to actually change the components of it.
When you can find out how to make it do both, when we can fix it. I, stored all your performances in memory, so I can do the major image, and you can record that.
Thank you, Kate. It's actually very sweet of you. Very helpful. Hopefully at some point we'll be able to go back to Croker when I'm a little more confident and actually book out one of the larger performance centers.
I'd be willing to put into that. But we should probably get to the docks. We don't want the boat to leave without us.
Very good point. Does
It's
everyone
not
feel happy enough with the amount of alcohol we've had?
Oh yeah. Is our new homeless friend going to be there too?
Maybe.
How much did y'all drink, by the way, so I know what to take off?
Probably more.
I've only had one.
A significant amount.
2.
I think Rook needs to make some con rolls.
I think maybe. Should I make a con roll, Corey? Do you think?
2.
Sure.
Okay, I feel like I have drunk enough to make a con roll.
She was too drunk and she fucked up the recording.
No, that
Well,
was after the recording.
She span it the wrong way.
The whole thing recorded backwards.
God.
I mean, we
I
can
was
check.
given a
Rook-
very clear instruction and I followed it.
Good.
The song turns out to be an
15.
ancient
Oh, you're
summoning ritual.
Okay. Oh yeah, if you play it backwards.
Uh-huh.
At most, you have a very calming, relaxed buzz. You're still completely in control
Okay,
and make unimpaired judgment.
we'll see how long that lasts.
Alright. So I'm gonna say 3 from Rook, 1 from Art, 2 from you, and 1 from both y'all, Arum and Aria.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's 7. That's 7 drinks, so that's 7 gold.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
I hear a cat.
Yeah,
I bought an
that's
Yeah.
accordion. I bought an accordion, and I'm still 40 gold richer than I was when I started the night.
That's my cat. She's very talkative.
Aw.
Oh yeah, mine's been screaming most of the recording. She's just been outside my room.
Did you guys see my cat jumping into my lap when we started? Like he was sitting here, he was messing with my microphone for a good 20 minutes. I don't know where he's gone now, but
All right,
To the
let's go to
ship.
the docks.
Yeah.
Yay!
Well, I'll lead the way to the docks.
Sorry, I'm prepping it.
okay.
So you guys will head on down to the docks. The ship will be readied. There is going to be kind of a lot of people finishing up just the small crates of stuff. So extra rope. They're making sure they've got a few planks of lumber in case there's anything that needs to be repaired along the way. Patching holes, especially knowing that they're about to go up in an area that could or could not have unifish. So they tried to prepare as much as they could, even for the worst case scenario. The captain would happily kind of watch you guys head over the gangplank and onto the ship, and he will say,
Is the homeless there with us?
"Yes, yeah. Actually, he's already put him to work.
Nice.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, he's put him to work. He's given him new clothes, clothes that are going to be more suitable for working. So new shoes. He's got more of like a flowy white shirt than the tatteredness that he had before, and pants that won't get caught up in raking and stuff like that.
The raspy voice feller told me to come here.
Yeah. So the moment you guys kind of come up onto the deck, he's going to kind of look to you.
All right, listen. Girls, guys, different sleeping quarters. Girls, 3rd deck below. Men, 2nd deck. Galley, 1st deck below. Captain's quarters is under the steering wheel. If you need anything, you come there. However, do not wake me up in the middle of the fucking night. I swear to God, I will put a fish up your ass.
Rook just raises hand in question of gender and then puts it back down.
Yes, blue girl.
Hey. Cool.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Kadath will get to work immediately, helping rig up the sails and do all that stuff.
Cool.
Like it's been nothing.
He's figured out what he's supposed to do. So,
He's going to Arum. He's going to give you a bucket and a knife.
Okay.
you're on barnacle duty.
Okay.
He's going to look to Aria and give her ropes. He's going to put like a couple of like other ropes kind of like to the side.
Log rigging needs to be replaced every so often. If you see anything that is about to die, it is your job to replace it. If any of these ropes snap on this ship because of old age, it is going to be your ass.
Gotcha.
Good. He will come over to Ziros and he will shove a broom in your hand.
See this?
Tech swab.
Yes.
When it's not clean, you're still scrubbing.
Fair enough.
When it's clean, I got Dragon Ale with me. We can chill.
Nice.
I'll take you up on that, and they'll start like scrubbing.
And I'll look to Rook.
And you.
He's going to unrope a piece of rope and he's going to hold it taut. He's going to hand it over to you.
Let's see if you can handle that.
What is it?
Give me
It's a
a
rope.
strength save or an athletics.
Okay. Bet.
You got this.
All right.
You can
He's
do
looking.
it.
Nice.
16.
Good. Good. All right. You're on sales. I got an entire group of people. These are very heavy. If, for any reason, we cannot lift or put them down, that deals damage to the ship. It is your job to make sure that when I say sail up or sails down, they make it there. You understand?
I understand.
Cool. We lose a ship, your ass.
Cool.
Cool. Also, just wondering, not trying to be a dick, what exactly are you? I've never seen, you're general, you're pretty big, you're burly, it's impressive, it's kind of cool. I'm just wondering.
Rook actually laughs out loud. I think that's the first time in this campaign she's gotten that question.
What are you?
Yeah, and she just goes, well, first of all, darling, I'm a mess. Second of all,
I mean, that's fine.
let's just say, when an orc and an elf love each other very much, they make a me.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm a mixed breed, too.
Mm-hmm. What are you, sir?
My mother was white, my father was blue. I'm a little bit on the mixed side, so to speak.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
I don't know what that
Yeah.
means, but cool.
Again, not trying to be a dick. It's just
No, you're
purely
succeeding, though.
educational. Well,
Okay.
my apologies.
It's fine. I haven't gotten that question since I left home, so you know what? It's kind of a nice change of pace.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I will let you get to it.
He will kind of head up to the main deck. He will grab his hat. It's this 3-star pointed thing. He'll point forward. His kind of like scaly kind of stuff is kind of like dripping out the back of the hat. He'll call out for high rigging, so I'm going to need an athletics check.
For me
Okay.
too.
Yep.
Oh, a 5. Unless I have advantage for doing
You
this.
have
for so
advantage
long.
because you've been doing this for years.
I have
Yeah.
also proficiency in water vehicles.
Yeah, so
Ah,
18.
nice.
So rigging is going to go up. Aria, you're going to see one of the riggings holding the side of the rope. It's old. It's crusted. It's got some moss on it. It's going to need to be replaced. Go ahead and give me a... What do you think you could use?
I have no idea. And I'm very
Light a hand
stressed.
sounds good for that.
Yeah, sleight of hand does sound good. But
Oh,
I like
yeah.
to see if, I don't know, acrobatics
No, let's
even.
do sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand it is.
Acrobatics and sleight of hand are the same, so either
There
of
we go.
those. It's a 10. It works.
I mean, that's solid.
Yeah.
You can get it tied down before you can change out the rope, and eventually that will be done. Arum, roll me in athletics, because you're going to need to hold on as this ship jerks getting wind, pulling away from the docks. Because you were... Let me explain exactly what your job is. There is this wooden seat with 2 ropes with knots on the back of them, and you throw it over the side, and you all but, climb down it like you would, like you're, rock climbing, and then sit there, and you would just, pick barnacles off the side. So you are just hanging off the ship as this thing starts calling.
It's an 8.
You're going to slip. But you're not going to fall in. Go ahead and give me another athletics, see if you can pull yourself up.
18.
Oh, yeah, it takes a minute to get you right off guard. You kind of all but fall. You get back in there. You grab one of the ropes. You wrap it around your thigh and sit there on that piece of wood as you're slowly pulling off these barnacles. Ziros, roll me a d20. Let's see how good that ship deck brushing has gone.
All right. 16.
Pretty solid.
Brush the hell out
you-
of that deck, dog.
Yeah, you brush the hell out of it. Any wood or old pieces of shit just falling off or trash people are throwing. You found this really nice opening at the bottom of one of the walls. It's just this thin line. You just sweep the shit right off.
Hits Arum in the face
should.
with whatever is coming down off the top of the deck.
Yeah.
Just shit falls on Arum.
Hey, all I'm focusing, he said dragon ale, and I hadn't had that since I've left Luxbar, so.
Oh, honey.
You guys will head on off. The first day in your travel on the seas. The rain is heavy. No thunder, but the water is rough. It is probably going to be one of the hardest trips you guys will ever make. Mostly because, like I said, how rough this shit is. Let me give us some sounds to...
Arum is eating some of the barnacles she's popping off the side of the ship, by the way.
Nice. Rook is dying.
Rook and Kadath got like sitting there like Arnold Schwarzenegger movie with just their muscles rippling, pulling ropes, doing
Yeah.
back to back. Just
Well, I'd say a
Rook's
lot
never-
of the guys have just completely removed shirt because they want to save them from being wet, and they're stored down below.
Hot.
yeah, same with Kadath.
Hey, if
Yeah,
you can
doesn't
get
wear a
away
shirt.
with not wetting your boots and getting like, athlete's foot and any of that wet stuff on you, they're gonna take it.
Yep.
So I DM'd you, Corey, but I feel like it's a question worth asking out loud. We've established Rook is prone to seasickness.
Uh-oh.
How's that go?
Roll me a Constitution.
Okay. Save?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Good thing that you succeeded your save from the alcohol.
Not well with a 9.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Um,
do I need to roll at disadvantage because of the alcohol?
Roll me a D100.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh no, you're gonna throw up on Zeros' poor floor.
Yeah, that's what I
I
said.
ain't
You
gonna
throw,
sleep it on Arum.
Well, the water's gonna do a lot of that.
That's a 76. So, unfortunately, and I did hear it, Arum. You're gonna head to the side. You're gonna turn down, and you're gonna let it loose, and then you're
Oh,
gonna see
honey.
poor Arum
I'm
covered in
so
rain. No, it's just not a great day, Arum.
You threw up on me!
I'm sorry. Fucking hell. Rook is gonna move like 5 feet to the left
and
to
Arum
not do
just
that
moved-
again.
She moves 5 feet to the left just to do it again.
Yeah,
And
the
then the
wind.
fucking wind
Yeah,
hits it right in my face again. Oh no! Not again!
I tried.
Go
So,
to the other side.
Zeros.
That's
Yeah.
very
At some
far.
point, the captain is going to come to you, and he's going to come with 3 things of equipment: 2 large baskets held onto a rope, and then 2 fishing lines. He's going to tie in this like chicken leg to the bottom of these baskets. He's going to toss them out into the ocean. Then he's going to hand you a fishing rod, and he's going to cast. Do me a favor. Let's roll a couple of survivals today. I want
Okay.
to see what you guys are able to catch.
One thing I
Alright.
want to do, by the way, Corey, before we do that, is Kadath will take his lucky charm that he has as a sailor,
Okay.
tie a little bit of twine around it, and then go over to Rook, tell her
What?
to put this on.
Right.
It'll help with your seasickness.
Just stares at him.
Just do it.
You promise?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Puts
then
it on.
he'll touch it really quick and cast prestidigitation on it to make it smell like ginger. Because ginger helps with motion sickness and nausea.
Smart ass bitch.
Old sailor trick.
What the fuck?
So does
Okay.
movement, by the way.
How many survival checks? And I will also say,
Let's do 3.
okay, maybe we should do it on the other side because Arum has been. Don't want to hit Arum with anything else. No.
Oh, he's taking you to the rear of the boat.
Okay, that's what I say. Let's not try to hook Arum.
Yeah, so he's going to basically show you that if you fish from the side, the waves, the wind, all that is going to push the line backwards anyway. Where if you do a lot of this fishing from the back end of the boat, a lot of those fish or anything that can be following or mostly be perturbed by the closeness of the waves, so you're going to cast far out.
Okay.
And a lot of this is just going to be trailing behind the boat.
Also, am I still seeing the auras?
No.
No.
No, that was a short period of time, probably for about 2 or 3 hours. Then everything
Gotcha.
kind of came back to normal. It's almost like you went into this primal state for a bit.
That's a little concerning, but okay. Three survival. 1, 2, and 3.
Woohoo!
Oh,
I love
lovely.
having nat 20 and a nat 1.
Okay.
Duality
So-
of dice.
The first one you're going to catch is a large sea bass. Pretty
Delicious.
good. Probably feed about 2 or 3 people. And then you're going to catch something on the line that I'm going to need subsequent rolls for, actually.
Okay.
Do me a favor and roll me a athletics check.
Can I feel I'm guessing I feel like the tug like it's fighting me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Can I go into a rage to get an advantage on this?
Sure.
All right.
Fish, get out of here!
Get in the boat.
This is
Why
the
do I
most
feel like
violent
that's
fishing
full of
trip.
the Unifish?
I
yeah.
think as you rage against this thing, the captain's going to be like punching you in the arm, just like excitedly, but it like keeps that rage up, it keeps you going. $15. We're going to do one more. You're going
Okay.
to start reeling this thing in, and then it's going to keep fighting, and you're going to feel like the line rip from the cord almost, and then you're going to reel it back in. Then it's going to rip more out, but you're slowly making this thing inside. Go ahead and do me a little bit of athletics with advantage.
Okay.
21. You're going to pull this thing in, and you're going to be kind of flabbergasted for a minute. This orangish white fish, stripes with black dots throughout of it, it's going to slowly make its way onto the deck, and then you're going to notice what's on it. A 7 to 8 foot horn protruding from its head. Now, this thing is the size of nearly a halfling. Just its body, not to mention the horn. This thing could probably feed the entire boat, chopped up and put into a stew.
Yum.
Well, I'll be like grab it to hold on to it so I don't try to swim off the thing and look towards his captain's like, what do we do?
We eat.
Yeah.
However, you're going to hear a whistle on the boat. Kadath, you know this whistle all too well.
Oh no.
The bells are going to start ringing. Things are not going to start going quite as you planned. One of the people from the crow's nest are going to scream down to the entire ship. The water's shifted. The school is coming.
Oh God.
Someone pull Arum back. We're not losing another druid.
And that is where we're going to end for the night.
I knew
Perfect.
it!
No! God
Perfect,
damn
perfect.
it!
Perfect spot. Yep, I knew it.
We're not losing another druid.
Thank
Oh,
you guys
boy.
for listening. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for enjoying in the adventure and following us. Please remember to like, subscribe, follow. Check us out on Podbean. Check us out on iTunes, Spotify. We are all there. But don't forget, we have a new podcast coming out first of next year. Night Owl Radio. It is a radio drama for mythical creatures and fun times. So, with that said, I want to thank Cobalt Press for Tomes of Beasts, Creature Codex. Wonderful books. We use them all the time. Thank you, Sirenscape, for this lovely sound effect that we have behind us today. The lovely boat, the rigging, the sounds of rain, and all that fun stuff. Wouldn't be able to do this without you. It really really sets the mood. And it is just something that I personally love having. So yeah, thank you. And remember, keep your opportunities open.
Oh my god, I was thinking about that as he was reeling that thing in.
Yeah. The minute
Yeah.
that I saw the nat 20 was giving him a unifish, I was like, oh, okay, the nat 1's going to be a school
It's
unifish.
going to be
then.
the rest
Ah.
of it.